valuable in taking out the mass tanks that Pusan has FirebatHero has across the map, and Arbiter is flying around freely. And I feel like one mistake that FirebatHero is one of the critical mistake he's making is not building Goliaths, not building anti-air, and that's cost him every single battle so far. He's lost not because of not having enough tanks, but because of not having anti-air. And now a couple of vultures going into inside 4 o'clock to harass. But Pusan's got a huge force here inside the 12 o'clock position. 2 Reavers killing all the SCVs. Every single SCV being picked off here, and he might actually lose the command center. No, he is lifting the command center. Nothing to shoot up. So these zealots are going to be able to clear up everything else in this base, though, that can't be lifted. And looks like those vultures weren't effective in dealing with the 4 o'clock position. Pusan's very cleverly put photon cannons with all of his expansions to deal with vultures, and vultures really succumb to photon cannons quite easily. And these zealots actually dealing with reinforcements coming in. Zealot Reaver force able to prevent any reinforcement from coming to the 12 o'clock position, so he might entirely lose his 12 o'clock position, and that's going to put FirebatHero really behind in this game. Although he is getting the left side 12 o'clock position, the 11:30 position, so that's going to help him a little bit. 2 more shells still flying around there, preventing mining from the 12 o'clock position, and more arbiters being produced. And we so far haven't seen the power of arbiters yet, but I have a feeling these arbiters are going to start using their magic pretty soon to do their stasis or to do their recalls. And now the command center is being dropped, but a Reaver coming in, and he's going to try to take on these vultures again. And excellent Reaver micro. Really, it's hard to kill them with Terran units unless you take out the shuttle, because they can take almost no damage if you just drop them and pick them up immediately. SCV is returning to the right side 12 o'clock position. Looks like the natural expansion is getting mined out for FirebatHero, and of course the main is entirely mined out. So FirebatHero down to 2 working expansions here. I'm not sure what the mineral expansion is like there, actually. It might be 3 expansions. I'm not sure what got destroyed there, actually. A whole lot got destroyed. It might have been mines killing off some of the units that were dropped, actually, because I remember FirebatHero was dropping some mines there. But it looks like the Korean observer wasn't able to spot that before it happened. A bunch of arbiters there, and the dragoons are massed together, suggesting a recall coming up. Arbiter flying north here. I think he spotted the 11:30 position, so he might be setting up for an attack or for a recall at this 11:30 position, and there's nothing there to defend at all. Lone Zealot just scouting out and confirming the fact there's absolutely nothing there, and FirebatHero really doesn't have the mobility to get there quickly enough, especially with some units in the middle of the map. And it looks like the force is going north there to deal with that expansion. The Lone Zealot killing off a couple SCVs, the Arbiter there to help assist in kind of attack. Really, FirebatHero also not having any science vessels, so if he loses a lot of command centers or whatnot, he's going to be taxed in terms of scanning. It's just really hard, it's kind of inconvenient to have to scan all the time. And the Reaver taking down a bunch of SCVs. Once again, these Reavers just doing so much damage throughout the entire game. Looks like another expansion is being set up for Pusan at the inside 7 o'clock position there. He's looking to take out the remainder of that 11:30 position. I think it'll be quite easy for him to take it out here. And finally, mass Goliaths being produced for FirebatHero to deal with these air threat. And he really should have done this earlier in the game, I feel. You know, just noting all these shuttles. A couple of Goliaths would have been invaluable in helping his attacks, but it's a little too late for him now. I think he's really he's pretty far behind here. He's losing all the SCVs at his mining areas, and he's going to be hurting for resources quite soon if he can't get them back up. Ooh, a couple more SCVs going down. This Reaver is just going, just killing everything off here. It looks like the Reaver is going to kill those vultures. A little careless, not picking it up with the shuttle. And an Arbiter going in here. Arbiter does a recall here. Arbiter doing a recall at the right side 12 o'clock position once again, and I think this time it's actually going to go down entirely. The command center is being targeted here, and the command center is going to go down. There's no way he can save it. So now Pusan just being so aggressive here and dealing with the expansions, just shutting down these expansions one by one here. A force is coming in and probably is going to clear out these dragoons, but not before they've done their damage, taking out the economy there entirely. And FirebatHero is really down to his mineral only. I think the only intake he has is the mineral only. The left side 11:30 position is pretty much out of SCVs, and these SCVs are being intercepted as they're trying to run towards this direction. SCVs just desperately, I don't know if they were trying to fight here. Oh, they're desperately trying to run back, and that's going to be a big mistake, because all these Zealots and Dragoons there, he's going to lose all those SCVs, and he's going to lose all the SCVs at the 11:30 position, I feel, because there's nothing FirebatHero can do. He just has no map control, and these Reavers in shuttles are just doing everything for Pusan here. This entire game, if he wins, is going to be due to Shuttle Reaver Micro. Just incredible Shuttle Reaver Micro, showing the full capability. And really, what I love about this game so far is that he's not going carriers. Carriers are just, especially nowadays, they're so old on Protoss vs. Terran, to be honest. I just don't want to see more carriers. I want to see something different. This time we're seeing Reaver, Shuttle, and Arbiter, and finally the Arbiter magic coming into play here. Stasis going off on 6 or 7 tanks, really going to impede FirebatHero's ability to defend against this attack. Arbiter does go down, but a bunch of Zealots now within range of the tanks, and they're going to deal splash damage from tanks and take some. But looks like too many tanks for FirebatHero for Pusan to go in entirely. So he's going to save the tanks at least from total destruction. But he lost all of his supporting forces, and it looks like FirebatHero is just not going to be able to advance here with just tanks because they're so vulnerable to Zealots. And looks like Pusan's trying to defend here against any further push. FirebatHero does have the central ridge though, which is quite good on this map. If you can get tanks up there, it really impedes the enemy's ability to move out. But those shuttles are just doing so much damage. And like I said, what I like about this game, there's no carriers, and we're seeing something different. We're seeing mass Reaver shuttle play. And a Reaver, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do much. Looks like he was just going for Zealot bombs. Takes out 2 tanks at the cost of the shuttle. Yeah, but the thing is, FirebatHero is playing quite well though this entire game. It's just that one thing he's missing is anti-air. He's doing good harasses with his vultures. He's expanded very healthily throughout the map. It's just that the Reaver drops have been so deadly to him so far, and he's really hurting for resources. Pusan still has 2 fully running expansions there at the 7 and at the 4 o'clock position, and FirebatHero has just 1 at the 12 o'clock position, and I'm pretty sure it had to be rebuilt just now. And yeah, it's mineral only still mining, but that's not really going to be that effective. And it looks like tanks are going to try to siege this new expansion here, but Reaver's coming in quite quickly to take out these tanks. Wow, this is reacting just really quickly to take out the tanks. Looks like a big push is coming in here for FirebatHero though. Vulture is trying to set up a sort of a concave around the 9 o'clock inside position here. Looks like most of the probes are dead. No, the probes are coming back actually. Probably coming from the middle only. I think Pusan's completely mined out there. So Pusan down at 2 bases also. And FirebatHero has kind of 2 bases, but his mineral only is probably going to be gone soon. Expansion being set up at the 9 o'clock position now for Pusan. Yeah, FirebatHero's rebuilt his 12 o'clock position. I think for the 3rd time he's been attacked and rebuilt there. And looks like an Arbiter is coming up here. We'll see if it decides to do another stasis here. No, it's going to retreat a little bit. And just now a big standoff here in the middle of the map. FirebatHero's got a good setup there, though, with all the tanks on the ridge and off the ridge. We'll see if Pusan uses his Arbiter to full effect here. Does the stasis on the first 3 tanks, and an EMP going off on the Arbiter. That's what FirebatHero needed to do against these roving Arbiters. That's the best weapon against them, really. And Goliaths, of course. FirebatHero really just trying to advance and try to take out some more of Pusan's forces. A bunch of Zealots being dropped here. Great Zealot bombs done by Pusan, just taking down those really costly tanks and softening up the defense here. And once enough tanks have come out, yes, and here comes the attack here. I was going to say, once enough tanks go down, you feel ready for an attack. And with these stasis tanks, only about 2 tanks in siege mode, these tanks are going to have to retreat. Ooh, he's going to lose all the tanks in stasis here. And tanks on the ridge being taken out. Wow, Pusan once again breaking out here, using combination of drops and Arbiter play here, breaking out with his main force. And FirebatHero losing the central ridge. Wow, I'm surprised it went down so quickly because he had so many tanks there, but the stasis really helped and the drops really helped. He's desperately trying to siege more tanks before they get to his mineral only, but I'm not sure they're enough. They're not placed in a good position to hit them as they're coming in all at once. And now Dragoons are everywhere here. More Dragoons pushing in, just 3 tanks left. No, he's going to retreat a little bit. The Arbiter is low on health. Arbiter goes down there, so looks like a dozen Dragoons left, but he has broken the contain entirely once again. FirebatHero not able to set up a contain because of the airplay that Pusan's done. He's setting up some photon cannons at the 9 to prevent more Vulture harass or any drops. Yeah, so Pusan is firmly in the lead now.